everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, Meiou and Taxes, historical immersion in Bohemia. So the gifted Reformed Christian that just popped out as I started recording, we're not gonna allow that. However, I'm happy to say that the unrest in our distant province of Naphtalion has dropped to 6.2 because the communication is now very poor. And that removed a big chunk of the unrest. So that is great. Separatism will go away piece by piece. And we're just gonna keep investing into this province until the burghers take it. I'll need to core it as soon as possible though, because I want to make it a fort. In case of any conflict with the Ottomans, this is gonna be the first place they're gonna go after. Linen industry specializes. Let's allow them to do whatever they want in Meissen, as usual. And they decided to go with paper. Awesome. Okay, I invested, as I mentioned, to all the provinces that actually are controlled by the burghers. So Lebus is building. What is this? That's Hotibus. Hotibus is not building, so let's build something in Hotibus. Let's build a city hall. Meissen, unfortunately, I can't. It's just too expensive. Yeah, they got even the high. Oh, we could build an art corporation. So you know what? You're getting an art corporation. Friesnerland is a province that I'm surprised is controlled by the burghers, but I'm gonna take advantage of that, and we're probably gonna make their build there a fort, or maybe not. These tiny border provinces are so confusing. There's Schönberg, where we're building. Praha, of course, Regensburg, where we're building, and I noticed that I probably forgot to mention last time that Spalatro is also controlled by the burghers. The urban gravity and the current urban population are ridiculously different, so yeah, but still, you know. And Stettin, I guess they will be controlled by the burghers eventually. I can't be sure now. We can take the next trade idea, which is called the Merchant Adventures. Allows us to make use of the numerous traders lusting for fame and fortune, eager to offer their services for a chance to search and explore new trade routes. So trade range increased, and trade propagation by ships is increased. We can be safe in the knowledge that I managed to convince the nations to vote for me, so the succession is safe. We could convert Naphtalion, which would take forever. Unfortunately, we first need to core it, really. Then we can think of anything else. Papal fort is 367, because, as you guys know, the Christendom is increasing. And now that the war is over, I think we're gonna go ahead and ally with my dear Wolfgast. It's gonna give us a penalty because we are over the relation limit. But having a strong ally in the north is a good thing. Yeah, too many diplomatic relations. I know. Burghers gain power in Dalmatia. Nice. Okay, so this is a burger land now. Burgenland. So who are we going to annex? That is a good... Wow, my people hate me. Nuremberg. My vassals will hate me. Well, Salzburg would be an obvious choice. They would be cheap. But I think we're gonna wait after our emperor has died, because honestly, risking anything right now is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And he's getting really old. His wife is 72. That's really awesome. Continue selection. Leading trade city, London tariff. Well, London is now the leading trade city. Even though England is really not doing that well this time. But yeah, they got something going for them. No, you're no longer... Is Praha the biggest? Yes! We are the largest city on the continent. This is always an awesome achievement for me when I get that. So happy. 806,000 people. And I think we're gonna go crazy here and try to get over 1 million. We'll see how that's gonna go. It's 12th of December 1724, and unfortunately our queen consort Helena has tragically died in the age of 79. What a sad life. Wolfgast wishes to... Oh wow! So our 60-year-old king has married Andrea Griff, who is 25. Man, poor girl. Poor girl. I hope that's a dead bedroom. Anyway, we can now take the Constitution, so let's do that. Constitution. In 1689, William of Orange agreed to sign the Bill of Rights in order to receive the Crown of England. In it, the powers of the monarch were limited by a set of written rules, effectively creating the world's first constitutional monarchy. Extra administrative efficiency. Well, if we're gonna go with the eminence, it's gonna be kinda hard because we need... we're still... finishing the trade idea, but the next one is gonna give us the first merchant that we're after here. So good for us. Investments are flowing as I promised. I have given the people... Wait, no, I haven't. Okay. Now we have, as we promised, started to build the art corporation in Meissen. Praha, for some reason, still hasn't finished the Civil Arts Academy. I don't know. Requirements are not done. I guess there's something wrong with this. No idea what's blocking it. There might be some modifier or the game might be a bit broken. It happens. It happens. München hasn't received an investment from us in a while. So I think we might go with the City Hall here. The guys are still crappy though at whatever they do. I'd like them to build more. But it would be a good candidate, and it's a fort-like province. The unrest in Napoleon is at 10 now, which is good. Lippe has some unlawful territory, so let's force them to release that. Good. Can we send out our missionaries to purchase influence in the Curia? First heretics, convert them peacefully, yes. Convert Protestants, convert Reformed Christians, convert Protestants, convert Reformed Christians, and one more, convert Protestants. What I wanted to say is that the unrest down here has gone up because we have received a demand privilege from the greater nobles, and I refused that, which cost me 17 loyalty. But I think we can honor a noble house now to get it slightly higher, and next time I'm gonna just throw money at them. We can't have it that low. It's a bit too dangerous. Any event could force us then to give them something more than they deserve, and I don't want that. I honestly don't want that. We're getting a bit of manpower, and lesser nobles are kinda okay, but they would not give me support though. Oh, the influence of the lesser nobles dropped below 5. I have no privileges. What about you guys? No privileges. You do have some. Let's revoke the partial levy. Oh, and that hit us hard. That has hit us hard. Free stability. Damn. Yeah, with this kind of influence, but we're vengeful, so it makes sense. How are we on stability? Okay, it's gonna jump up, and then I think it's gonna jump up again. So at least that's gonna happen. The corruption is dropping, which is good. We are sub 18, which is nice. I don't know if any of the 4 field system canals. Yeah, the next technology is quite important. I don't know if the Eminence has anything regarding corruption. Extra reputation, improving relation, prestige. No, just diplomats and diplomatic relations. And province force score -10. We need to get both eminence and influence. Unless we get someone... Well, we're gonna get a free thinker. The innovative ideas would be good. Death of the Pope. So it's gonna be the next Curia controller. Will it be us? You never know. Anyway, this is the current development map of Bohemia. You can see that the center is really good. Parts of Hungary are starting to get good. Dalmatia and Spalatro will be kind of bright. Szczecin is really bright. It's doing way better than Libus and the other provinces around here. Am I building a road? I am building a road. We need to improve the roads here. Mittelmark could really get the highway network, but that's gonna be way too expensive. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I can't really afford to spend the manpower now, so I can start building that. And while we're at that, we can afford 8,000 for the fort though. That's kind of nice. You're not building the road. How much would the road be here? If you contributed over, well, 394. Okay, that's doable. Chotyabus is doing better. Horná Lužica. And then you guys are building roads. So the road to north is doing... It's gonna be kind of fine. The only unfortunate autonomy province is Wrocław. I really am sad that we have took the event. That was a mistake, you know. Considering where we are, that just was a mistake. And the border regions of Hungary are just too far away too. But I like that Dalmatia has a autonomy of 133. You got 50, but it should be dropping, yeah. So the Croatian provinces are doing kind of good. Slovenian. And all of these would belong to us. Annexing Bosnia is also an option for the future. But for now, I prefer them to be where they are. We got... Oh, I stopped drilling my armies. I just realized that they're not drilling. And you lost a leader. Wait. Well, we got you still gone. And we got you still gone. Okay, so mistakes have been made. I just realized a big thing. But we can get an extra leader, and our army tradition ended up at 33, which should allow us to get a decent military leader for these guys. So fingers crossed. Fuck. That's as far from a good leader as you can get. That's physically as far as you can get. Okay, and unfortunately the Hellene separatists are starting to... Yeah, you guys won't be able to get there. Do I want to move an army there? That does not sound like a good plan. You protect trade here. And you protect trade here. So I guess we'll just have to call them via harsh treatment. Huh. Well, there goes my technology. 1st of August 1728, and we can take the next idea of the trade group. Free trade. Free trade. The current merchant families are seeking to ensure that trade privileges remain their exclusive preserve, but we are unwilling to do so and will allow the growth of the merchant class. So extra merchant is available after long last. So currently we have a trade of 102, and as far as our current trade power, we have the most in Upper Danube, Lower Danube, Dniester, even Vistula. And I guess Hansa is the next one, but that's mostly because Szczecin, Wolfgast is transferring all of their trade power to us. But let's send him there, you know. And I think that that should work out fine for us. We'll see what the difference in trade is going to be. Merchants mostly are good in steering the trade towards your capitals. 102, 101. Okay, well. This is weird. Oh wait, I guess Hansa is not connected to us. Okay, so it would be... probably better to take a different one. Like Ruthenia, or I could just collect it there. Change... collect. I'm not entirely sure how much would we collect, but we'll see. We got 49% there, so if I speed it up, 52 gold, so we earn 21 gold there now. And it's not bad. It works. I mean, it works. Lower Danube. It's going to us. Yes, the Visto is going to us. Okay. So the better part would be to... yeah. Okay, well, at least... well, 20 gold is a lot when you think about it in that way. We're almost at 80 army professionals with 78.14. We had the War Games event, which I paid for, 1600 gold, I think, and we are thus getting an extra 1 base War Games for, I think, another 5 years. So we very much likely are looking at a possibility of a professional army of 100% very soon. Napoleon still can't be cored, and our truce with the Ottomans have just ended. But there are not supposed to be 4. Why did it jump up again? I think it's the intolerance. Yeah, it was way lower. Zeta, sure. The other provinces will be cored very soon, which is nice. And I'm eyeing an opportunity to attack France. I got a ton of allies. I was hoping that they might have some debt or something, but they do not. They do not. There's nothing, no one that we could... and if we attack them, it would drag a ton of people into this war. Massa, no. People State, no. Anyone? Okay, attacking Naples could be a way how to get just France into the war and test out the waters. We could, for example, lay a claim on these 2 provinces and try to claim them for ourselves. Actually free. They got free. They're really awful though. I don't see really a reason to go for these, but that would be one way to get France, because they annexed Burgundy, so there's no way I can drag Burgundy in this Micmac. Yeah, Micmac would be another one if I was willing to take that stability hit. That would work. Genoa. Wow, Genoa is allied with a lot of people. For show superiority. Age of Revolutions is here. The questioning of rights of 40 and the world itself during the Enlightenment has led to the rejection of the ancient regime, as absolutism gives way to revolution kingdoms. May have to make place for republics. Okay. And we can get a new technology. Please be military. Yes. Doglock muskets. Doglock muskets were an intermediary stage between the early flintlock fusils and later flintlock muskets. Although only a few armies adopted them as their official weapons, shorter doglock carbines became especially popular among cavalrymen. So cavalry fire increased by 0.12, artillery fire by 0.8, and cavalry shot by 0.2. And we get 2 new extra units, which is... so platoon fire musketeers is what we had. And the next logical step would probably be the line infantry. The use of volley tactics, the introduction of safer, more reliable flintlock muskets, and the use of bayonets in the close combat eliminated the need for pikemen on the battlefield by the turn of the 18th century. Soon afterwards, new tactics were developed to suit this reality. The most popular and arguably most effective tactic was to form a thin line facing the enemy so that musketeers could inflict maximum casualties on the enemy and react quickly to enemy movement. This also allowed for specialized soldiers to appear along the line, such as grenadier, while regular musketeers earned the name fusilier after their flintlocks. Okay, things are going a bit too fast. So let's get the line infantry. We get naive relative. Lose prestige. Papal consistory appoint the only most selected men. 4 active cardinals. Okay, we still got the highest influence though. And the Gallop Cavalry, which we had, can now be switched to Medium Hussars or Army Blanche Cavalry. They're the same, so let's go with the Hussars. We're a bit eastern. Armored Knights remained the predominant form of cavalry in Western Europe long after the other parts of the world have moved toward more mobile light cavalry. At the Battle of Adrianople, the cream of the Western European nobility met the Ottoman light cavalry and was soundly defeated by their superior mobility. In comparison, the Hungarians and Poles used lighter cavalry called hussars that had more success. Forced to confront this new reality, Western European armies began to adopt Polish winged hussar cavalry in place of the aristocratic knights. Okay, good for us, and we are very close to 80. Okay, so the 4-field system will be upon us soon, at which point we're gonna choose another of these. And it might be better actually if our king dies until then. I'm gonna take the innovative ideas. If he doesn't, then we're gonna take the eminence. That sounds fair. That sounds fair. So, I'll see you in the next episode where we will decide.